Hey, good afternoon, folks. It's JT here. Say, I want to do something I normally don't do, and that's talk about what's going on today. I'm sorry, but I'm just disgusted. I mean, you got these fools that go out there and go to hospitals or schools and start shooting up the place, and instead of politicians and the media blaming those people that did the crime, they blame it on firearms. Let me ask you a question now. Hundreds of people are killed with hammers. Have you ever heard the term hammer violence? I don't know how many people are killed with knives every year, hundreds of them. Have you ever heard the media say knife violence? A lot of people are killed with baseball bats every year. Have you ever heard the term bat violence? People are killed every year with fist. Have you ever heard fist violence? No. And there's no gun violence either. Guns don't just get up and go commit violence. They're inanimate objects. They don't commit violence. People commit violence. The people responsible for these shootings that took place, they're responsible, not the firearm. Not the firearm manufacturer, not the NRA. It's the person that did the crime that's responsible. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. You cannot legislate evil. It's impossible. You cannot prevent somebody from doing something terrible if they want to do it. It was already against the law to commit murder, yet they committed it anyway. By definition, a criminal is a lawless person, a person that doesn't care about the law. So do you really think passing another firearms law or another restriction on the honest citizen is going to stop them from being criminals? Come on, I mean, if you believe that, I got some oceanfront property in Montana. I'll sell you cheap, real cheap. You know, this country is going to hell in a bucket. I'm sorry, but it is. I mean, we have men competing in women's sports and dominating them. We got people who don't know which bathroom to use. We're over $30 trillion in debt, and that doesn't even cover unfunded liabilities. I heard the number's closer to 200 trillion if you count the unfunded liabilities, like Social Security and pension plans. And you know, the shelves are out of formula for women. Lakes are drying up. It's just one thing after another. You know, the media made up this term gun violence. There is no such thing. Absolutely no such thing as gun violence. I'm sure of that. All right, my firearm sits next to me every day, all day. Never got up once and committed violence. You know, but see, blaming the gun fits their agenda. Because if the crooked politicians can disarm you, they can control you. Okay? You're right, and you don't have a Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. You do not have a Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. Okay? You have a natural born right to keep and bear arms to protect yourself. That's what our forefathers deemed, and they wrote the Second Amendment to affirm that right. It doesn't give you the right. Okay? It's not a legislative right. It's a natural birthright. But they want to take it away from you. And you got to ask yourself, why do they want to do that? Well, look at other countries that did it. Look at Hitler. He disarmed the Germans. He disarmed the people before he took over. Pol Pot, Stalin, all of them. One of the first things they did was disarm the people. You know, our kids are being indoctrinated now for decades, from kindergarten and through college. You know, they say the parents don't even have any more rights. You know, folks, I'm just sick of this. I really am sick of it. You know, every day you wake up and they want to take a new right away from you. You know, I'm just tired of it. When are people going to wake up, call their legislators, call your congressmen, your senators, and say enough? Quit the spending, quit attacking our rights. Just knock it off. You get all the old you have all these people out there. We need term limits. We need term limits. Vote for somebody else. It's as simple as that. Don't keep voting these morons into office. Vote for somebody else. You have the power to impose term limits, but yet every year people go back to the voting booth and vote for the same old strikeout artist that they did the last election. And then they wonder why we're in trouble. I don't know. I don't know what the answers are, folks, but I think America right now is on life support, and I think the plug is halfway pulled out of the wall. And aside from Jesus coming down and fixing everything himself, I don't think it can be fixed. And we have over 40% of Americans now that believe in socialism. Socialism has never worked anywhere in the whole world, but yet they think they can do it. I don't know, folks. I don't like to get on here and do this, but I felt I needed to say something because this is just ridiculous. You know, people can barely afford gas now to get to work. Their food, they have to buy less food because they just can't afford to buy what they used to before. The price of everything is just going sky high. You know, and the media is peeing down our backs and telling us it's raining. No, everything's fine. It's great. The Democrats are in control. You have no problems. Come on. Anybody that thinks we're better off now than we were with the previous administration, there's got to be something wrong with them. There really has to be. You know, I wasn't a huge Trump fan. I didn't even want to vote for him. But I just felt it was a better choice over Clinton. But he surprised me. I mean, we had lower gas prices. Our borders were secure. Now they're just letting them into the country and setting them free. We don't even know who these people are. You know, to me, that's a threat to America. When you start letting people into the country and don't even know who they are, that's serious. I don't know. Kind of wound up right now, but it makes no sense for these politicians and this media to say we need to ban this firearm, we need to ban that firearm, we need to ban these magazines, we need to... It's going to solve zero, nothing, zilch. You can't legislate evil away. All you can do is protect yourself from it. And there lies the problem. If they take your firearms away and your magazines away, you're left vulnerable. You can't protect yourself. Okay? Our right to keep and bear arms has nothing to do with hunting. It doesn't even have anything to do with personal protection. It's about protecting our country from tyranny, whether it be domestic or foreign. You know, if God forbid, if another country invaded us, we have enough citizens here to help our military fight them. But if you take away all the weapons, then what do you got? Not to mention, there was a recent court ruling from the school shooting that happened in Florida a few years back, where Broward County Sheriff stood outside and didn't go inside. The Supreme Court said the police have no duty to protect you. Let me say that again. The police have no duty to protect you. You're your own first responder. You're responsible for your own safety, your own well-being. And they want to take your firearms away? Are you kidding me? Anyway, folks, I could go on and on with this. I don't have the solutions, but I know that disarming honest citizens and leaving them vulnerable to criminals is not the answer. So, folks, thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. I love you all. God bless you all. Pray for this country. We really need people to get on their knees and just pray for this country. God bless.